Hey there guys, it's Kenzi here from Kenzi Writes. Have any of you ever lost a client before? I know how painful it is whenever you have client attrition, but it's actually something that happens with every business, whether you're B2B or whether you're B2C. While we should always plan for attrition, it's something that you obviously want to minimize as much as possible. So, how do we convince customers to stick around? In my experience, it's way less likely that a customer is going to leave if I am irreplaceable. You want to be such a good contributor for your clients that they consider you to be an indispensable part of their business. Here's how I make sure that I'm indispensable to my clients and that they will hopefully keep me around. The first tip is to continually add value. So how can you make your services more valuable to someone over time? For me, that means including images in my content, optimizing for SEO, including meta descriptions, or sometimes I'll offer additional revisions. Try to find ways to make this as good of a deal for your client as you can without, ruining your business or your profitability. There should be a way to add something that's small on your end, but that's valuable to the client. The second way to be indispensable is to streamline your clients' processes. I have successfully converted many of my clients from Word files and moving into the cloud with, better solutions like Google Docs. And I mostly do this for my sanity, but I've actually had people approach me and say, wow, I can't believe we were working that way. Thank you for sharing your processes with us. Thank you for sharing your platform. I'm going to take it back to our team and, use this in another division of our business. So that's always really cool too. And the reason I like doing this is, again, it's for my sanity, but it's also because they see you as an innovator. They see you as someone who's trying to help and trying to help them run a better business, which is really what you're doing anyway. A third tip is really tough, especially if your inbox is out of control, but that's to reply to messages as quickly as you can. I personally usually respond within 2 hours, if not immediately, and a lot of my people have come to appreciate that. Clients have actually told me that my quick response times to messages, as well as my quick response time for my work, has made the difference between them, deciding to keep me around or, trying to do this work internally. They say it's awesome because I take on a lot of that work for them and I do it quickly. The fourth tip is a simple one, but it's important, and that's being reliable. I did not fully understand the extent of this problem until I started hiring vendors for my business. But guys, if you do good work and you turn it in on time, you're a unicorn. It is I know people say it's so hard to find good help these days, but it really is. It really is, especially in a realm like freelance writing. So if a client knows that they can depend on me to get work done fast and that it's going to be done well, they're much more likely to keep me around and see me as something that is indispensable to their operations. And my fifth tip is to be nice and personable. This is business, but it's always good to have some kind of friendly, personable relationship with the clients that you're working with. So in my case, I try to remember little details about their personal lives. I might send a funny emoji with a message, or I might, throw in an appropriate, work joke or something like that. And what I found is that in business, if people like you as a person, they're more likely to keep you around as a vendor. Or at least it's going to be very difficult for them to get rid of you as a vendor if they like you as a person. And plus, who doesn't want to be likable? So I know life is hard, I know business is hard, but you have to work very hard to keep your current customers around as long as possible. So these 5 strategies are just a couple of ways I make myself indispensable to clients, but I want to hear from you guys. How do you make sure that your customers stick around? Let's talk about it in the comments.